Recently, my wife asked me for new drawers because the plastic ones she used, they're not working as good as they used to. As you can see, the craft table behind me is falling apart. So I say, babe, you know what? I'll go in and build some drawers. The first thing you need to do is get some wood. When I come into the workshop, I love to turn on the lights. It's almost my way of saying open for business. We went to the hardware. I got a sheet of ply and I got a length of 1 by 12 by 14 feet pitch pine, and I cut it down so I could make some drawer fronts. Some time ago, my wife had the foresight to buy these handles in bulk. It was cheaper for us to buy it online and ship it to Trinidad than it was to purchase it in Trinidad itself. I really was impressed with the natural look of the pitch pine. So what I did is I went to the hardware again, purchased some sand and sealer, and a tiny quart of clear varnish, a satin finish, because a friend of mine recommended. He said the gloss look could make your projects look a little bit cheap. So I went with the satin finish, which you'll see shortly as I install it into the unit we built. I'd also like to point out that I started woodworking in October 2024. I have no prior experience, and I have been able to complete about 10 projects using a circular saw and measuring tape. And these projects, they're still standing. Even the satin finish, I find the gloss is a little too pronounced on it. But they go work. Like the plastic craft table you saw upstairs, this project has 5 drawers, 2 shallow drawers, and 3 deeper drawers. Nice. This project is inspired by a YouTuber I admire and whose tips I follow closely. The name of her channel is Woodworking Diaries. So thanks very much. For me, the most challenging part of this project and the most fun part I had was joining these 2 pieces of lumber, because these are actually 2 pieces of 1 by 12 that I've joined. A friend of mine, Ashan, whose name you may have heard before, he gave me some tips and I tried to follow them as closely as I could, and the join don't look too bad for a beginner. The initial idea was to cover this with ply. But when I saw the look at the pitch pine drawers, I thought I want a pitch pine top on top of here. Recently I was watching a video with a Shaolin master, and he said, the old must make way for the new. He said, it is also important every now and then to sweep behind your units. And I said to myself, that's some good advice I need to follow. Let me pass our broom here. I know it would make sense to put this inside and install the drawers, but I want to see this unit come together in the light. There's a beautiful morning sun coming in, so I'm going to take advantage of that and let me put in some drawers. I got these drawer slides in a hardware for $35. They seem to be working quite well. I forgot to mention some 1/4" ply that I use for the backing. These are some braces that I just installed to keep the unit as square as possible. I also would have purchased some termite treatment, and I used maybe about a half gallon of it to spray the unit after it was constructed. I did it on a bright sunny day like today and left it to dry. I did the same thing for the drawers, wetting the front of the pitch pine as well. You could use termite treated pitch pine, and I've suffered with plywood projects with termites in the past, so I said that I should spray that. This lumber here, this is originally a 2x4 because I couldn't get 2x2 to buy. So we stripped this down to 2 inch, well, which is really like 1.5 inches. Right, so if you're building a unit like this, you could use 2 inch. And what happened is the ply sits between this, flush on the inside, so you have this nice kind of, I don't know what they call it, like a reveal on the inside. It is attached using these pocket hole screws, which are not visible from the outside of the unit. Alright, so back to them drawers. Better days are coming. They're coming and they're coming and it's coming. Better days are coming. Coming and coming and coming and coming. Oh gosh. Alright, looking good. What's this little wobble out like? I know for as long as I live, these gaps will drive me mad. But boy, I love it, if I might say. I love it. I love my wife's new drawers. And I hope she likes them too. Craft table, I want to thank you very much for your service to our family, and to honor your contribution, your drawers will remain alive. I am going to use your drawers every day in my workshop from now on. So you rest assured that your drawers are safe with me. Your body a little beat up, so your body might have to go, but your drawers safe. Years ago, my brother Lasana, when Healy was born, built this for us. He took time out of his family life to come to Cuba and build this for us. And you have served us well. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you learned something useful, and I feel proud. I feel proud of the work we do.